country music facts and trivia. Appreciate you stopping by. Today's video, the song that transformed the Eagles, according to Glenn Frey. If you somehow found yourself in a time machine, there would be a hefty list of iconic music eras you would send yourself to. While it may not be the top of the list, nor the most controversial, no one would begrudge you for saying you'd simply like to be sent back to the 70s Los Angeles in the driver's seat of a convertible listening to the Eagles. They may have typified a brand of smug, white bread, unthreatening rock and roll. There's a little part of us, all of us, that can't help but envy the level of old school Hollywood opulence that enjoyed. During that decade, the Californian rockers were the sonic embodiment of free and easy West Coast living. Although the atmosphere behind the songs was anything but, and no song typified this disposition more than their first single, Take It Easy. The band's signature harmonies are front and center of the tune, which flutter around the song's blue sky composition like a convocation of the bird they use as their namesake. It's accessible, catchy, and for the most part optimistic. The borderline sleaziness of the song that somewhat celebrates the strain of struggling romantic partners seems to be in keeping with the reputation of the band and singer of this track, Glenn Frey. But despite the fact he occupies the character of the song wholeheartedly, the song's genesis wasn't his responsibility. No, for that, the Eagles fans can thank Frey's Los Angeles neighbor and fellow musician Jackson Browne. At the time, both artists were working on their respective debut albums, and when Browne played the basic melody of Take It Easy and admitted something that he had been struggling to finish, Frey's ears perked up. I told him that I really liked it, Frey recalled. What was that, man? What a cool tune that is. He started playing it for me and said, yeah, but I don't know, I'm stuck. So he played the second unfinished verse, and I said, it's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford slowing down to take a look at me. That was my contribution to Take It Easy, really just finishing the second verse. The next part of the story is to be interpreted at your own will. As Frey's own delight at picking up what would become his band's calling card, has surely clouded his perception of how enthused Browne was to see it go. Jackson was so thrilled, Frey said. He said, okay, we co-wrote this, but it's certainly more of him. Sometimes, it's the package without the ribbon. He already had the lines about Winslow, Arizona. He had a car trouble and broken down there on one of his trips to Sedona. He spent a long day in Winslow. I don't know that he could have ever had a better opening song on our first album. Just those open chords felt like an announcement, and now the Eagles. And Frey was right. The song became the perfect track to introduce the world to the Eagles, typifying the country rock sound that they would go on to define. It became somewhat of a soundtrack for the sunglass-wearing coastal living life their music so proudly celebrated, something Don Henley thinks attributes to the overall success. Telling Rolling Stone, the song's primary appeal, I think, is that it evokes a sense of motion, both musically and lyrically. The romance of the open road, the lure of adventure, possibility, Route 66, the Blue Ridge Parkway, Pacific Coast Highway. It's a great song. Done it in a couple bands. And Lord knows, I don't think there's any other band that could ever touch the harmonies of the Eagles. Maybe Restless Heart, pretty close, but man, what a beautiful song it was. And they had so much good music, and it just, I don't know. I would like to have seen them live, but it's too expensive for me. And it's okay that I can catch them on video, or I can catch them on audio, whatever. But I love the Eagles. What about you guys? What do you think of the Eagles? Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. I want to apologize for kind of fumbling words. It's really early in the morning, and I had to do that. So forgive me for that. I hope you get the gist of the video anyway. Have a great day. God bless you, and I'm praying for you.